And in August, we told you about a man who died on the operating table after a surgeon removed his liver, mistaking it for spleen. The man's family now seeking justice. News 13's Maggie McQuiggan tells us a civil lawsuit was filed against the doctor who performed the surgery, and attorney Joe Zarzar claims it may be the most egregious medical malpractice in United States history.
5 months ago, William Bryan and his wife Beverly Bryan were visiting their rental property in Destin when William felt pain on his left side. He was admitted to Ascension Sacred Heart Emerald Coast in Miramar Beach and became a patient of general surgeon Thomas Sheknovsky. Dr. Sheknovsky diagnosed spleen surgery. When the Bryans said they'd rather have the surgery at a hospital near their home in North Alabama, Sheknovsky said it was too risky, insisting he perform the surgery at Ascension Emerald Coast. After the surgery, William died because Sheknovsky removed his liver, which is on the opposite side of the body from the spleen. After the procedure, hospital staff told William's wife Beverly the spleen was so diseased that it was 4 times bigger than usual and had migrated to the other side of his body. Thursday, Zarzar filed a lawsuit on the Bryans' behalf, suing Sheknovsky, Sacred Heart Health System doing business as Sacred Heart Emerald Coast, and 4 of the nurses who cared for William.
They basically came up with a cover-up excuse for why Mr. Bryan passed away. They then proceeded to lie to Ms. Bryan to get her not to choose an autopsy. They then lied to the medical examiner's office, and then they filled out forms required by the state to be filled out under oath. They filled those out, intentionally falsifying the cause of death. So not only do we have a medical malpractice that may be the most egregious medical malpractice in the history of this country, but we have a hospital system, a Catholic hospital system of all hospital systems, that decided consciously and intentionally to then lie about it and cover it up.
Zarzar claims there is surveillance video from the operating area that shows Ascension's CEO meeting with hospital staff on the evening that William died. There is no audio of the meeting, but immediately after, those same staff members told Beverly her husband died from a splenic artery aneurysm. Sheknovsky supposedly has 14 years of medical experience. This is reportedly his second incident of him removing the wrong organ from a patient in 2 years.
I think they just had covered up probably a lot of other things and thought they could cover this up too. So it's very disheartening to think that the hospital, you in a place that you think you're safe and people are caring for you, a hospital would not be trustworthy to have a decent doctor, a competent doctor, and know that and just keep letting him operate. He operated even a week after my husband died on the operating table. They still let him operate.
Zarzar says their goal is to get justice for the Bryan family and make the community safer.
Well, Florida suspended Sheknovsky's medical license in September. He voluntarily surrendered his Alabama medical license in November. Zarzar is a civil lawyer and clarified that falsifying medical records is a felony.